Well, I couldn't imagine making any other video today as I was getting ready to clean these pendant lights. All I could think of is this 16-foot island. I've worked so hard to get everything I have. I want you to know that. I have hustled. I've sold my soul to the devil to get all of this. I want you to know. And sometimes, at the time, it felt so amazing. So amazing to accomplish all of this. 16-foot island, a home of my own, pendant lights, a Japanese maple in the front. You know you've made it when you've got a Japanese maple tree in the front of your yard. I look around, the neighborhood is safe. It's quiet. It's beautiful. There's neighborhood watch. Everybody's yard is perfect. Brick homes, big yards, pools. I made it. I made it. And that's how you feel at first. And then you realize making it is not always the easiest decision. Making it is not always the easiest decision, because once you make it, then you gotta keep on making it. When you're the only one that makes the money, whatever you choose to buy, you have to continue to be able to afford that every single month of the lifestyle you create. So if ever you want to make a business decision to where you don't want to do a certain job that makes a certain amount of money anymore, then you've got to figure out how to do a smooth transition to be able to support your new lifestyle. So whatever level you get on your financial journey, you have to maintain that and more. Because if you don't, then you're gonna be, it's gonna be scary. So you have to make sure that once you make financial purchases, that you have to maintain that amount of money and more each month. And if you make a life decision as to quit a job, or you get fired from a job or whatever, then you've got to make other arrangements. So that's part of being a responsible adult, which by the grace of God, I've been able to make all my payments, pay all my bills on my own, and live pretty comfortably without thinking about money, because I just hustle. I'm just a go-getter. But you have to be the type of person that is a self-starter. You can't be lazy, and you have to hustle. And I have that mentality. I raised 3 kids. I took care of a home. I took care of a husband, everything. I just did it all. I've done it all my whole life. Took care of alcoholic parents. I've been a hustler and a self-motivator my whole entire life. So now what? I put a video saying, is Ursula selling her home, going to an RV? The answer is yes. After 5 years realizing nobody's coming home, and I have a choice. I can either sit here and stay a hermit and die alone here, or I could sell everything, invest my money, and live on the road and go find pieces of paradise that I may love to live. Because now where I live, the city is getting so big and so saturated that I want a quieter, more peaceful life. I want to open up my windows and I want to see trees and birds and water. I don't want to see a house right across from me staring in because they work from home and they're always got their window open. I want to feel free, like if I want to run around the land, I can, just as I am. If I want to open up the windows and keep the windows open all night, I can. If I want to express myself in any way I can. If I want peace and quiet to write, then maybe the next chapter for me is to write my book, or to just sing out in nature, or sit by waterfalls and do yoga, or whatever. I know that people get scared. I've had a lot of people get scared about my decision of selling my home. But at the end of the day, everybody can be scared all they want because they're projecting their own energy onto you of their scaredness, or they wouldn't say it. The people that are evolving and changing and recreating their lives never say, oh no. They say, yeah, go for it. Good job. Because they know when I have all this it's either get rid of all this stuff now and go live my life now because I can, because I've worked so hard to get there, or wait until I have to have my kids come help me because I've sat here too long and ruined my health. While I have this adventurous spirit, I want to make sure there's no hole. Okay. While I have this adventurous spirit, while I have energy, while I can clean out this house, and you know, I realized I filled this home up with so much stuff over the last years, because I was trying to fill a void of loneliness. There is something so freeing about donating and giving things away and selling things and having your house back to just clean. Cleaning these lights, cleaning pendant lights, and cleaning your home and getting ready to sell. Knowing that you're not going to have to come back in the summertime to open up the pool, to turn on the sprinklers, to turn the water on, to hire everything to do, to hire people to do clean the pool, to do the chemicals, to sit here and swim, to do videos for you, when I can have all that responsibility gone and I can start living again and traveling and make videos everywhere I go. And even just waking up in the RV, showing you guys a new me and showing you what is possible to start over. We are never, ever, ever stuck anywhere. And I want to motivate you guys to take chances, to dream big, to do things that seem like they're scary at first. When I first drove 12 hours to see a family member by myself, I cried. I cried because I had never done that before, and I was terrified. But I did it crying, and you know that I keep getting stronger. When I went hiking for the very first time, I was terrified. I was sore, and then I just kept on doing it and kept on doing it, and then I learned that I was stronger than I knew I was, and I worked through the pain. When I started my own business, I didn't know what I was doing. I made a ton of mistakes, and then I just kept on going. I never gave up. The moral of the story here is you got to keep going. You got to keep going and never give up, and you got to keep evolving. And if it's staying in your home and your children are all over the world and you don't have to be at home because you have your own business, or you're self-employed, or you're retired and you're just staying home because of the comfort of your house and dying, the people that sit in their chair all day long and don't have any exercise after they retired are the ones that their health goes bad right away. It's proven statistically. So I want to pretend that I am not 55, whatever that is, and I feel 35, and I want to go live life and explore and do things scared and learn how to run an RV and learn how to live simple and get rid of all the stuff that cluttered my life because I thought that was going to be love. I thought that was going to be love, but it was not love. This is security if you make the payments. But the minute you don't make the payment, it's not yours anyway. And even if you pay it off, you still have to pay the taxes. So what if you can't pay the taxes? There are people that lose their homes all the time because they can't pay their taxes. I am not in that situation, thank God. I am very abundant because I hustle and I work hard. Work smarter, not harder. And I'm very creative, so I always have video ideas. But I realize there's not a lot of people like me. And there's a lot of people in life that get depressed and give up on life. And I'm here to tell you, for as long as Ursula TV is on this platform, I will constantly be reinventing myself, blowing your mind. Why is she selling her island? Why is she selling her home? Remember I said I bought an island when I first moved in here? I'm doing it because this is my life and it's my story and it's my freedom and happiness we're talking about at the end of the day. And I am grateful that you guys are here and you watch my videos and you comment, but at the end of the day, I have to trust my own intuition. And my own intuition says sell it all and go. I was gonna keep this and rent it. I don't want the hassle of that. I just want free. Part of being free is selling everything and going and being out in nature and rediscovering a new you and rediscovering how you feel. You can wake up like a child every single day. You can. But if you stay in a home and your kids are never coming home, grandkids never coming home, and you're just staying here because you're afraid of the unknown. And another thing, once you make the final decision on selling a home or relocating, don't have any regrets. So many people waste their life regretting what they did in the past. Learn your lessons and move on. Never, ever, ever waste another second regretting anything. I don't regret anything. Nothing. I don't regret my marriage. I don't regret relationships that I've had. I take what I have learned from them and then I move forward and then I get smarter each time and I know the signs to look for and I know the red flags. We are here to evolve and get stronger every day. And even if you have to do things scared, and that's another part about being single is I don't have to ask for permission. I don't have to say, honey, do you care if we sell the house? Because he'd probably say no. We're not doing that. You're freaking crazy. But when you're single, you can make crazy decisions. And it's so much fun. I don't have to answer to anybody. It is the most beautiful gift I've ever given to myself. So now I'm just like, okay, I'm selling everything and going. And just in that alone gives me so much more freedom. I mean, I'm excited to swim in creeks and swim in rivers and lakes and kayak and just do fun things. I'm excited. So join me on my journey, URSYS great adventures here on YouTube, here on TikTok, here on Instagram, because I'm going to come to you live from my RV soon.